Hi, everyone. I'm Stephen L. I'm also known as Master Stephen. Today I want to talk to you about reinvention in the age of AI and polarization. Over the years, many of my clients and people around me ask me how to reinvent themselves. And I have done it multiple times since 2014. So I'm going to share with you my experience. Let me share my screen. So why do I want to do this now? Because I think it's the right time. Because we have entered a new era since COVID, and especially this year, 2024, which is the first year of a 20-year cycle in Chinese feng shui called period 9, which is represented by fire. And it's also, the year of dragon. So you will see a lot of changes, going forward. And you might have already noticed that there is a very fast development of AI, replacing many jobs, and also changing employees and consumer behaviors. And you also see, a lot of economic and political instabilities around the world, as well as extreme weather. Rich people get richer and poor people get poor. And the middle class is shrinking very fast. So you see a lot of polarization going on. Many businesses and also employees, especially in the age around 30 plus. And these people, including, lawyers and accountants, they have difficulties in adjusting to these rapid changes. And there are also, many people who are experiencing mid-age crisis. And very often, these people are achievers. They have achieved a lot already, but they are facing career, health, relationship, and parenting challenges. So this is a level of consciousness table. You want to ask yourself which level you're currently at. There are 8 levels. The first level is survivor. And then let's say the level 3, which is represented by red, is ecocentric. And these are the people, who are asserting individual power and also fulfill one's desire. And, they are called the power gods. And they're driven by instant gratification impulses. And I believe most of you are like achievers. So at level 5, here you can see at this level, people have creativity. They are very competitive. They have a lot of technological progress, and they are often entrepreneurs. And mostly driven by money, image, status, and fame, etc. And our goal, obviously, is try to get to the higher level, such as the green, which is called, relativist. These are elitarianism. And if you want to go even higher, you can go into self-development, continuous learning, and eventually you want to get to level 8, which is holistic. And let me introduce a little bit about myself first. I'm a life and business transformation master. I'm the founder of masterstephenl.com. I've been helping my clients to achieve their goal much faster and much more efficiently. And I was formerly a banker, and I graduated from Columbia University in New York with a degree in econ, math, and computer science. I also completed an executive MBA at HKUST, and Kellogg School of Management. Let's take a look at my reinvention experience. And before I became a life and business transformation master, I was employee in investment banking. I spent a lot of time in New York, Singapore, and Hong Kong doing, credit derivatives and structured finance. And since 2005, I, began my study in, Chinese metaphysics, including Feng Shui, Jiwei Baji, and Qimeng Dunjia, etc. And since 2014, I've been actively attending seminars around the world with different personal development gurus, such as Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, and T. Harv Eker. And then since then, I completely, transformed myself. I became a self-employed, and later I, started my business. And since 2019, I became self-employed again, and I moved to Vancouver for a short period of time before I came back to Hong Kong. So this is a brief history of my reinvention experience. And I attended key trainings around the world, notably Tony Robbins and Cody Madana's life coaching, and pretty much all the public seminars by Tony Robbins. I also learned vibrational science, human behavior from Dr. John DeMartini, and also attend different spiritual retreat with the Panic Healing, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and the Monroe Institute. So here is my life coach training certificate. And this one is called the ICU teacher. Basically, I taught children around the world to do what is called the blindfold reading. So the children can actually see through, with the mask on. And over the years, I've helped, different clients transforming, their lives and helping them to achieve their goals, faster. So I believe, by transforming others, I also transform my life. Here is the, content of this video. We're going to talk about the old way and new way of invention. And in the next, two videos or so, I will talk about the rest from information to transformation, and also a more advanced, new way of reinvention, which can dramatically improve your wealth and well-being. So please, pay attention if you want to change your life. So here's the old way of reinvention. Most of the people, including myself in the past, looks for solution outside. So they often go ask fortune tellers and even spiritual masters, or attend, expensive seminars, classes, and retreats. Some may even do one-on-one, coaching. But the focus was on acquiring information on a specialized area. So quite often they spend, ranging from 10,000 Hong Kong dollars up to $1 million on these technical skills, such as trading, investment, positive psychology, subconscious mind reprogramming, and online marketing, etc. And they will give you some sort of certificates or even university degrees. The focus was on, acquiring, information. And they probably have spent hundreds of hours attending seminar classes for each of these subjects. because most of the people believe that they are not enough, so they need to keep on learning and rarely apply what they learn in practice. So as a result, the results are sporadic. So initially, most of them actually, are quite upbeat, and they may even see some sign of changes in the beginning. But eventually they notice that, those seminars and classes are quite time consuming and require a lot of hard work, willpower, and stress. And many of these achievers actually could get what they wanted with willpower and effort. But it's just that it's not sustainable over time. And some may even make some good fortune in the beginning, but eventually lost them. Then they may switch to some new methods by trial and error in search for more effective solutions. And some of them may even become what we call seminar junkies. So they are perpetual students, and they don't really apply what they learn, and ended up in disappointment, stress, burnout, and eventually, quitting. Since I took many of these seminars from 2014 to 16, I summarize a lot of these personal development tools such as affirmation, meditation, writing gratitude, journal. I put them together and publish a book called the Life Mastery Journal in Chinese. And these were all good, okay, except that they are not sustainable. And I'm going to tell you why. And here is what I call the new way of reinvention. Okay, so when we talk about new way of invention, we are really focusing on applying rather than accumulating knowledge. And you invest in yourself and work, inside yourself first. This is the key. And the cost can be from few thousands to $50,000 for a group mentorship program or a one-on-one coaching or consultation. But the focus is on transformation, not information. And here I want to tell you, there are different rules of life in the physical and non-physical world. What do I mean by that? Let's look at the composition of the universe. The universe is comprised of only 5% of visible matter. The rest are called dark matter and dark energy. So 95% of the universe is invisible energy. And there are different rules of life governing the physical and non-physical world. When I talk about rules of life in the physical world, you can think of, the laws of physics. But for the non-physical world, there are certain rules of life, or you can even call them the law of natures or universal laws. And they, govern, the world differently with different rule sets. And indeed, the physical world is a subset of the non-physical. But unfortunately, our school, including modern science, focus primarily on the physical world. So it's important to learn how the non-physical world work and how it will influence, our physical reality, and including the areas of life such as health, career, finance, and relationship. If you can align with this natural flow of energy by understanding the rules of life, you can go with the flow rather than swim against the current. When we talk about this full of energy. You know, many people call this chi, okay, or ki, or even prana, or ether. The Asians of Egypt, Greece, India, and China, they all understand this energy. And it is indeed the secret of the universe. The sun, moon, trees, and all living beings all use this same energy. But uncovering this invisible assets is the key to your success. But you don't have to really see energy. But there are tools that you can use to detect it. Okay, one of the ways to use to detect these subtle energy is pendulum. There are different kinds of pendulums which you can use to detect these subtle vibrations. And if you use even more precise pendulum, you can actually detect the 12 color bands, which is shown on the left side. Okay, and you can see the top 7 colors, namely red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. They are visible. And there are invisible ones, such as the infrared and the ultraviolet, as well as the 3 below called black, negative green, and white. They are not exactly the same as what you see in the electromagnetic spectrum in physics. So human beings only see around 1% of the visible, electromagnetic spectrum. If you look at the universe, okay, the universe is so huge as no fixed size, but they all have similar patterns. Okay, when I talk about the rules of life, one of them is called as above, so below. So whatever you see, up in the skies, you can see it on Earth, and even in human body, and at the cell and atomic level. And they all move in cycles, and everything in this world indeed is spinning. So you can see the storms, as well as the electrons rotating around the center. And in nature, many plants, they all have this, spinning cycles. On the right-hand side of this chart, this is what I was talking about. 95% of the universe is comprised of energy, 23% called dark energy. 70% called dark energy, 23% called dark matter. The rest called matter, but they indeed compress energy. So everything is energy, is a more correct statement. And the left-hand side, you can see the Earth and our solar system. And all these planets all rotate around the sun based on certain law of natures. And we human being living on Earth, okay, and we're definitely affected by the planetary movement of the sun, the moon, as well as other planets. Matter of fact, in Chinese metaphysics, we have the 5 elements. Basically, we model after this solar system. So, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. They are represented by the 5 elements. Okay, let's move on. Energy and information management. You are constantly exchanging energy and information with your environment. and people around you, regardless of whether you are conscious of it or not. So it's important to get rid of blockages in your environment and stay away from the people who drain your energy, because that can affect your thoughts and emotion. Ideally, you want to set up a nurturing environment for success. There's unlimited free energy and information surrounding us. Human is just like a receiver. Can just tune into this, field of energy in the present moment when you have clear intention and focused attention. And you also want to have a clear intention and balanced mind and body. So everyone who wants to, reinvent themselves should really think about what their goals, or in other words, the highest values, or in Japanese, people call this ikigai, reason for being. The right-hand side is a diagram about ikigai, reason for being. Basically, you want to find something that you love to do. And then you also want to identify areas that what you are good at and what you can be paid for, and also what the world needs. If you can find intersection of these four, it is basically what is called the ikigai. Most people usually know what they don't want, but they don't know what they want exactly. So please think about it and clear of what you want, so you have a target. And we also want to develop whole brain development, so that you can harness the power of intuition and use this kind of holistic thinking to make effortless life decisions. Then after you have all these clarified thoughts and intention, you need to take action. And this is a very important part, because most people just keep on acquiring information and thinking without taking action consistently towards their prioritized goals with strategies. Once you identify them, then you can delegate the low priority tasks to other people or to AI. And it's important to say no to things and people that are not getting you closer to your goals. And lastly is accountability and support. You want to have ongoing guidance to ensure that you are on the right track. And when you're surrounded with a community of like-minded individuals for mutual support, you can amplify your results, because you can create synergy. And the opposite is also true. So when you hang around with the wrong people, you're going to have diminishing results. And let's be real, everyone has blind spot, and you cannot see everything without people giving you multiple perspectives. And there is no one size fits all solution. And while you are moving towards your goal, you will inevitably run into challenges. So you want to have people to support you along the way. So in summary, the old way is passive learning information with focus on the outer world, which requires a lot of hard work, high stress. It's quite time consuming, and the results are sporadic. It works for people who are at the achiever level of consciousness or below. So i.e. in the beginning, I show you the chart of the level of consciousness is the orange color and below. The new way involves learning the non-physical world, in particular the rules of life, and it requires inner work, inside yourself. So if you want to change the external environment, you need to change what's inside you. The new way of reinvention is active learning with human connections and focus on the inner world. It's much more effortless, low stress, faster, and sustainable transformation. And it works for all levels of consciousness, especially for those who want to move up higher. So in the next couple of videos, I'm going to talk about from information to transformation, and also the enhanced new way of reinvention, which is called My Way. So please stay tuned. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at www.masterstephenao.com, and my email is support@masterstephenao.com. So stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye for now.